Hey guys, welcome to Missouri. Hey guys, Clumsy here. Welcome back to ATS. It has been a while, especially for ATS. But huge thanks to SCS for giving me a copy of Missouri DLC early access. This is still work in progress, so we might find some bugs, but it's good to at least have a sneak peek before the official release on April 3rd, I believe, right? And please don't judge my truck. This is the truck I drove when I last played ATS, which was, I saw, 2021. So I'm a bit rusty, and we might encounter some hiccups here and there, right? Anyway, let's get going. I did notice some changes though, some improvements in the vanilla game, and this is vanilla, no mods whatsoever. So everything you see here is what you should get, even if you don't have any mods. So this is our route for today, starting off in St. Louis. We'll be headed west towards Kansas City, and we'll be driving over some landmarks. In particular, I believe the Gateway Arch is somewhere here. So that's, I'm sure, something that many people would like to see, including me. And so that's the route we're going to take. Let's see how we get through. And I got this trailer actually from this Terra store, which I think is a relatively new kind of establishment, because it's like an not underwater, but inside the mountain kind of thing. Like if you look at the establishment, it's like they punched a hole into the mountain, and so there's like an entire cave system inside, and lots of different loading bays and whatnot, different zones, which is an interesting concept. I don't know if they had that in other DLCs in other states, but as a guy who's coming in fresh after 4 years back into ATS, it's the first time I've seen it. Good. Here on the left and right. By the way, I'm still using my Beam Eye tracker, not using Track IR anymore. So I don't need any fancy cap or any paraphernalia. And my webcam is just tracking my face, and it's super convenient. If you're interested in checking it out, there's a link in the video description. And if you get it, I'll get a commission as well. It's a win-win. Sorry, I just had to plug that in. No, but it's really useful. I use it a lot, especially in trucking. Okay, let's go. This is also 154 now, 1.54. I saw they just released this version officially, so everyone should have access to 1.54 already. As you can see in the text above, it says early access to Missouri 1.54.1.0s. And I did notice some changes, particularly in the side mirror adjustments. The UI is much better now. Headlight usage. You need headlights here in this state? Okay, good to know. Is that accurate? What do you call Missouri locals? Missourians? I don't know. I'm pretty much an outsider here, so you'll have to educate me, okay? But I didn't know you had to have headlights on all the time. Is that a state-specific thing, or is that a US regular thing now? There we go. American Truck Simulator Missouri. Very nice. Thank you for giving way. And there's downtown. Is that downtown? It's the skyline for sure, the city skyline. Very nice view from here. And keep your eyes peeled for the arch. You should not be able to miss it. It's a huge landmark. But keep your eyes peeled nonetheless. Anyway, this truck, if you're not familiar with it, then you're in the same boat as I am. I think it's the International, what was the model? 9900? I forgot, but it was a relatively newly released truck back in 2021, I guess, because I bought it to check it out. But yeah, I have no complaints with it. Day cab, pretty compact truck, nice visibility, classic looking dials. Oh, there's the arch. There's the arch. Okay, I'll take a photo later here probably. But let's look from outside. There it is. Magnificent. It's even taller than the buildings here. Wow. Very nice. And I imagine there might even be some night lighting in there. And I see there is a, they call that cinematic viewpoint, so you can stop over and you can actually, probably there's a cutscene in there that highlights the arch more. We'll do that one of these days, but for now, just a sneak peek of the arch I think is good enough, yeah, as a primer. 70 West, okay, that's where we're headed. That's where we should be on, so that's the right track. I always enjoy the signs here. In the US, very different. Yeah, coming from ETS2 and getting into ATS after years of not playing this, it's been quite refreshing to see the change in signs, change in the styles of the road. Should I be on the left side? No, actually I could be on the right. Yeah, I'm still getting used to the way the roads cut off, the way the roads diverge. It's a bit different than in Europe. It looks like I am speeding, so let's slow it down. Jake brake action. And yeah, that's one thing. That's actually the main thing I noticed right off the bat as I started driving here again. I don't know, guys, but it seems like the engine sounds aren't half bad. Is it just my ears are not accustomed to it anymore? But it's actually not bad, right? Can you hear that? Definitely doesn't sound like a vacuum, and don't you worry, I didn't miss that bridge. I enjoyed it all the way through. That SUV seemed like it was ramming into us from outside. I got scared for a second. Anyway, so yes, the sounds are not half bad. I wonder if it's for all trucks or I just got lucky with this truck. This has the Cummins ISX engine. It has a very gurgly engine sound. Yeah, and I really like it. Normally I would have to turn the engine sounds way down, but this one, not half bad. I guess the engine brakes, the Jake brakes could do some bit of tuning still. It's not dramatic, not too dramatic. But that being said, for some default sounds, no complaints. Oh my goodness, I have been getting this all throughout as I did my test drives in ATS. It's like it's telling me, welcome back. Here's a way station for you. And these are littered all over the place. Slow it down. There's the Jake brake in action. Not too shabby. Nothing dramatic, but not bad either. Looks like we're not the only quote-unquote victim. There are 2 trucks ahead of us who had to weigh as well. And there's one behind us as well. So yes, what's new with ATS, guys? I've been trying to look through the updates. There have been a ton. And yes, that's one thing I wanted to show you. Okay, good. Let's go to the map quick while we're stopped. Because you can see. They go to the freight market. Because you will see the gaps I have in my map. Look at this. So many states have been released and I don't have any of them yet. Montana. I think Wyoming was the last I got. Yeah, so I am missing a lot of them. So Missouri right now is like in an isolated spot for me. But what I'm planning is I'm waiting for the next Steam sale, and then I'll buy all of them. There will probably be a package as well. Or maybe there will be a package when Missouri comes out. Let's keep our eyes peeled on that. Yeah, I am missing all the states. And my plan is to actually, because I'm starting to enjoy driving in the US again, my plan is to start from Missouri here, explore Missouri, because this is the new thing, right? This is what we want to explore. And then drive west, exploring each of the states that I missed out on. So we catch up there, right? And we'll see, probably will not stay in the vanilla profile, just so we have more freedom with the mods. Try out different trucks, John Ruda, different engine sounds. I saw Z Mods released a new DD60. Maybe I would want to try that out as well. We'll see, but many things to catch up on, definitely. And I have been missing out on a lot, so glad to be back. Hope you guys are all okay. How have you been? I've been making a few ETS2, a few flight sim videos in the past couple of months, very irregularly, as you might have noticed. But I am back-ish, semi-back. So it's not the same pace as before, definitely. I haven't been even been able to do a live stream since I got back. But at least a video now and then, I guess, beats having zero activity all throughout. But yeah, pretty nice. I'm happy to be back, and thank you for the very warm welcome. Let's get some content going. Nice seeing those trailers as well. I see they also had a recent update, right? I think it came with 1.54 that, what do they call it? I think it's more of a technical change. That dynamic loading, so they don't have to like hard code create the trailer and cargo combinations. They can be programmatically mix and matched. That gives them more freedom. Lots of different establishments I see, and of course I'm not familiar with any of them. But if you guys see some that you are sure resembles something in real life, like I remember from the previous states we had iFlop, which we all know what that is. And you might see some similar establishments. Of course, the name would be different, but they might be very close to how it is in real life. Just not exactly for copyright purposes. How about that one? Little Shepherds? Did I read that right? Jefferson City. Okay, we'll skip Columbia for now. But yeah, some very interesting things here in Missouri. The first thing that surprised me when I was looking at the map, and this is coming from an outsider who knows nothing about Missouri, I saw a Kansas City, and I was like, is it Kansas City in Kansas? That must be the #1 mistake. Or only in Kansas, I would say. That must be the #1 mistake for people who don't know anything about this place. But yeah, so I had a quick look around, and apparently Kansas City is like in both Kansas and Missouri states, right? I think there's like a Kansas City that's in Kansas state, and there's a Kansas City that's in Missouri. They even have different acronyms for them. KCK for the Kansas side, and the KCMO for the Missouri side. Very interesting. So is it like they cut the city in half, like different states? And from what I saw, what is this? 1 second. Saw some interesting orange signs there. Construction zone. Okay, I see. Interesting. I wonder what they're building here? Maybe a new bridge. Let's zoom in. Work zone. Okay. Very nice signage. So yeah, from what I read, and feel free to correct me here, I'm just Googling about. I have no actual inside information. I heard that the Kansas City started on Missouri side because Kansas, I think, came from a Native American tribe, or that's the Native American tribe's name, something like this, close enough there. So they named it the city Kansas. And then eventually there became a Kansas state, which was also based on the Native American tribe. And so that's why we both have a Kansas City that's actually in Missouri, and a Kansas state that has its own Kansas City. Is it confusing yet? But I don't know. I'll let you guys comment on that. You probably know more than I do. Okay, looking good here. Very nice. Nothing too fancy in the landscape, right? I mean, the signage is always very nice. That's the number one thing I look at. The signage and then the road markings. Because for me, that's what really sets this apart from like ETS2, how different it is from ATS. The road networks are very different. The way the signs are placed, the way the signs are, the icons. For those of you guys who are familiar with me, I am a huge fan of signs. For me, that's what makes or breaks the ATS experience, the truck sim experience, the driving experience in general. Like, you can give me the best road networks, the best winding roads and everything, but if there are no signs, it kind of feels empty to me. Because the signs, as an outsider, the signs to me are the ones that gives me context on what the place is about. Right? Like yeah, that's like an exit towards what do you call that kind of icon? A state route, maybe? State Route 13? Something along those lines. Yeah, you have these interstates which have that like kind of shield icon. You have those what do you call it? Federal routes, was it? Like US routes. And then you have these like different logos all throughout, which I think might be different per state. As always, just comment if I got things wrong, which I probably have done a lot of times already as I babble about here in this video. Yes, very nice. It's the number 2 thing I noticed after the engine sounds, after I was amazed. Here we go again with the way station. Oh, okay. No complaints. Yeah, number 1 thing I noticed was the engine sounds were not half bad. Number 2 thing I noticed was the signage was completely different. Very, very nice change from the ETS2 driving that I've been doing these past couple of months. And that's also one thing that I find very interesting, because I have a friend who lives in Germany. She's a German national, so very used to European driving. And she's my colleague. Oh, we're in Kansas City already. Oh, that was fast. Oh, there's the skyline. Beautiful. Oh, yes. Where are we going now? Okay, I'll just follow the GPS. Okay, 1 second. I have to move to the right because I see the 70. My 70 is this way. Okay, indeed. Good. Very nice signage. And look at how those signs are. All the different interstate routings. Very good. Okay. I have to slow down here. Looks like this is a sharp bend. Good. What was I saying? Okay, so yes, my German friend, very much used to European road networks. She had to go on a business trip to the US a couple of times. And she drives whenever she is in the US, so she rents a car. And I asked her what was the difference, what difference she noticed driving in Europe versus driving in the US. And she mentioned a couple of things, like the big roads and everything, but the number one thing that caught her off guard was the placement of the traffic lights, which sounded very interesting to me. But then as I switched from ETS2 to ATS, oh, this looks like a very beautiful bridge. One second, let me pause on that thought and let's admire the view. KC Arena, what's the real name of that arena, guys? And this bridge, me and bridges, can't get enough of them. Oh, we have to turn right, sorry. No car there, thank you. ALMAR Road, are we almost here? My goodness, this trip is way too short. You'll have to do more, you guys think? If you have routes you want to suggest, you know, scenic routes here in this state, you're interested in some specific routes, let me know. And I'll try to make a video on them. Who knows, maybe I can even live stream the next couple of days. No promises, but I may have a few days off from work. Maybe we can squeeze that in. We'll see. So I'll look forward to your comments as always. But yes, going back to that thought, the number one thing that confused her, and this is a perfect example, is the placement of the traffic lights. So here, the traffic lights are actually on the opposite side of the intersection, right? So this is where we should stop, here. Here's where we should stop, right? But the traffic lights are on the opposite side of the intersection. So you have to stop before you reach the traffic light, which kind of is obvious, right? If you look at it this way, it doesn't really make sense to stop on the intersection. Yeah? But coming from Germany, she was caught off guard with this kind of layout because normally the traffic lights would be where this line is. So you would kind of go close to the traffic light and stop there. Yeah, and for me, it was like, wouldn't you notice that immediately anyway? But as I switched from ETS2 to ATS, that was also what caught me. I didn't actually go past the intersection, but it caught me off guard for a bit. Like I almost did, is maybe how I should say it. If I wasn't looking hard enough, I would have gone past the intersection and stopped at the traffic light. And I wonder how many of you had the same, noticed the same thing, especially if you're from Europe and driving in ATS. If you notice that same difference. That's quite a subtle one, but a very interesting one. And yes, I'm following the stop signs. Being a good foreigner. Good foreign driver. At least I try to. Here we go. Very different vibe here in Missouri so far. And I saw some comments about the roads, that there are lots of like side roads, lots of suburbs, I think. So probably we'll start exploring them, and maybe we're actually on one of them now as we exit the interstate and get into these smaller roads. Then we get a taste of how I'm not sure if suburbs is the right term, but I'm going to use it. That's the best I can do. How the suburbs look like. Looks like lots of construction things happening here. Terra Store, okay, that's where we're going. This is why I picked this. What's this? All this. Welcome to Terra Store. Okay, so this entire thing is Terra Store already. Yeah, so is this a Missouri thing, or is this some, I don't know, Eastern US thing? Why do you have so many flags there? Yeah, this entire thing is Terra Store already. Oh, there's a Philippine flag there. Right in the middle. Very nice. Why do you have United Stations in Terra Store? I don't know. You probably have more context than I do. And what does this represent in real life? That's my question. because for sure there would be a real-life equivalent of this Terrastore thing. And this, look at this. Very interesting road network. I stopped in the middle, which is probably not ideal, but look at this. That lane on the left of the screen should be turning that way, right? The middle one goes straight, fine. But then as we cross over here, it's like a dead end. So as you go through here, you should actually move to the right, like so. You can't just go, you just can't keep in the middle because that's for the left turn. That's a very different road layout. Interesting. That might catch some people off guard if they don't see the sign. Looks like a very error-prone kind of layout to me, but I'm no expert, so I leave the experts to their job. Anyway, here we are, Terrastore. So let me know in the comments, what does this represent in real life? And is it really like this? Like they carve into mountains and make an entire, I don't know, is this a distribution center, a warehouse, or both maybe? It's a very interesting concept. And it looks like a city of its own inside. Looks like a dwarven city underneath the mountains. But yeah, expect some frame drop dips though. Whoa. Whoa. Okay, some lighting, interesting lighting changes there. That might be part of the work in progress stuff. Maybe they're still tuning that in. Maybe that will change come release, maybe not. But once you're inside, then it stabilizes, so it's all good. But yeah, here I noticed I got a lot of frame drops in the St. Louis Terrastore. Lots of things happening here inside the caves probably. But you might encounter something similar when you start driving through here. And in this recording, we actually might get some frame drops, so heads up, okay? But yeah, what I find interesting is they have these different colors. Clearly marked. Different zones. Purple zone, which is zone E from what I saw in the signs. I guess it helps a lot because this is such a big place. You would want to actually know where you have to drop things off. Like in our case, yeah, that I guess that's the gap I see, because it does say here that we dropped this dry milk off, 41,000 pounds of it. My goodness, how many is that in kilos? 20 tons, more or less, maybe around 18 tons. But we dropped this off in Terrastore, but we don't really know which zone, do we? So if I look in the map, where the heck do we drop this off? Oh, there. I missed it, didn't I? Yeah, but they have this whole underground city here. Okay, crap. So does that mean I have to loop all the way around? Because I think this is one way. Oh, dang it. Well, we could exit this way. Exit here on the green zone. And then loop around. Okay, let's do that. Let's do that. But yeah, probably why they have all these colors in the first place. So let's exit through here. And see where that is. Okay. So yeah, I wonder if they had this before. Okay, and then it's good that they have signs here. Exit is left. So we'll exit and then re-enter. Again, zone E. And yeah, there's no zone E in the signs anymore because we're past it. And it's just one way to keep the flow going. This entire cave system reminds me of the place where we live. The basement parking lot. there's lots of twists and turns, and then you have to really look at the signs, otherwise you'll take a wrong turn. And the taxi drivers, they always take a wrong turn because it's not very intuitive, and they normally don't read the signs that much, so they just go through the most ideal, most common intersection, or most they just turn wherever they feel like the exit should be. And I guess that's for a train, kind of, some kind of rail vehicle, and this is for the truck, I would imagine, because this is supposedly one way, right? So I did that on purpose, guys, just to give you guys a good tour. Now we'll really go into the parking, okay? That's my excuse. Did you buy it? Was it convincing? Of course it was. Okay, let's go inside. And then let's keep an eye out for where we need to park this. Zone E, okay? Ah, there it was. Okay, you probably have been screaming at your screens, telling me to stop babbling and start parking, because it's so obvious now that I see it in the map. Okay. But yeah, that was all intentional, so no problem, right? Okay. Where's the thing? So it should be here. How do we park here? Ah, okay. Alright, so we should park here then. How do the guys do it? That seems like a bit awkward, actually. I guess we just go straight and then reverse. Probably. No idling. What does it say? Okay, because of the emissions, okay. It's a basement, so they would need some good ventilation in here. Let's look outside and see how this is looking like. We're going to hit something? No, we're good. But yeah, I think I need more space. I think that works, right? Probably. Okay. Let's go and probably position my camera like so. I think that will help. The beep will be a bit loud, okay? There we go. Okay. That's looking good, I think, although I can't see the lines yet. Okay, there's the line. Easy does it. Adjusting. Yeah, that looks good. I think this can work. We just have to maybe adjust it a bit more like so, and then turn it back like this one. Wait. Okay. I think that should work. Yes. Yeah, that looks perfect. Sorry, I'm a bit proud. That doesn't happen often. Ooh, nice. And that's cool. They actually have AI traffic going inside the cave. Oh, that's true. Yeah, because when I was picking this up from St. Louis, a truck came out of the cave. Very, very nice. Okay. St. Louis to Kansas City. That was a short drive. Actually, how long has it been? 30 minutes. I feel like we should do more. Anyway, let's leave it like this for this video. And looking forward to hearing from you though. So let me know in the comments on which direction to take. Let me load the map for everyone so you can take a screenshot. I know there have been screenshots floating around already, but there you go. for your reference. Okay, let me know which scenic route you want to take. Oh, there's a camera there. Might be a good one. What's in Rolla? Interesting. Okay, so thanks for watching. Catch you guys in the next one. Clumsy trucking, everybody. Have a good day. Bye-bye.